Well, it is certainly a warm and humid one out there, and here's your report from Savannah Hilton Head International Airport. 80 degrees and a dew point still in the 70s. Has it feeling just a little bit more warm than it actually is. 84 degrees. Light southerly wind has come in, but that eventually flips to northerly tonight. Here's a look at Viper radar, which was a bit busy earlier and right now mostly dry, but there is a little corridor of showers. This is going from Pembroke down to about just north of Darien, really, and heavy showers in the area, but no lightning strikes being reported, thankfully, but still heavy rain, and some areas have already seen it, so do watch out for any roadways with any type of ponding from that rainfall earlier. Main story becomes the heat tomorrow. Temperatures warm and turning hot and very humid, eventually mid-90s, feeling like mid-100s through the day. That's a heat advisory in effect for Montgomery and Toombs County. The whole area, though, is going to generally be sizzling with 103 to 107 degree heat index values, so push that hydration and be sure to take it easy out there as well. 30% storm chances come into play between about 2 and 6, but again, here comes the heat index numbers just going up, like climbing up rather through the day, and that's going to be mid-100s through the day. Again, a little bit more uncomfortable than usual, and heat stress builds, so I just want to make that mention. The heat is a major issue, especially when we don't have widespread rainfall coverage. A couple of disturbances. The main feature, of course, is situated along the tail end of this trough. That's what's going to eventually develop into a possible tropical system over the next few days. Again, Hurricane Center is analyzing a center right about here. It will track to the west and eventually develop either over Florida or just past Florida and eventually make its way west towards portions along the Gulf, portions of cities along the Gulf Coast, rather. Southerly flow is going to be around in our area along the eastern periphery of this feature. You see starting to get a very broad low pressure center forming. Heavy rainfall is going to be the main impact for a lot of the Gulf Coast, and anywhere from about Tallahassee all the way to Houston could see trouble with this feature, but no tropical impacts expected for the coastal empire and low country, just standard daily thunderstorm chances. A lot of sunshine early on, very hot, but then your storms initiate along the sea breeze, right along I-95 is where they'll be initially, and that's going to be heavy rainfall for some of you. Again, can't rule out frequent lightning and also the possibility of a strong wind gust or two as well. It does pulse inland. Gradually, the activity does dissipate as you lose daytime heating, as the showers will eventually do so tonight as well. Starting off your Tuesday, and I want to mention models are really not into it, but notice how the clouds start to go inland. That could be where our showers and storms go, but again, the model's not into it, so for what it's worth, it does develop a large corridor of rain inland, but again, computer models are not meant to be taken with gospel, especially about 48 hours in advance. So do be mindful of that. Stray showers eventually dissipate tonight. Mid-70s for a lot of you, upper 70s right along the immediate coast with you in Hilton Head. 78 out the door tomorrow morning. During the day, though, isolated storms, but heat's going to be the main concern with mid-90s for some of you along I-95. Upper 90s, cannot rule that out for some of you inland, but mainly that feels like number in the mid-100s is going to be downright uncomfortable, even dangerous at times for some of you. On the water, it will be a steamy one yet again. Be mindful of the chance for thunderstorms and keep an eye to the sky, and that goes for everybody too. East winds of 5 to 10 knots develop. 2-foot seas are expected. High tide will be in the middle of the day. And I do want to mention there is a radar site in there. I do apologize for that, but that is nothing to worry about. Again, right by the radar site in Jasper County there. But here's what we're looking at for the extended forecast. Heat, humidity, and storms come into play with just a little bit more moisture in play for about Tuesday to Friday with that low pressure in the area. And general same theme with the summer forecast here continues.
So you're telling me that my drive home won't be too bad?
Not tonight, but tomorrow, probably not the best time to be driving around in the middle of the day.
It looks like, it's going to be wet for the rest of the week, but at least earlier it was really nice and there was a lot of kids out playing football. That's because a former football star from Savannah took some time off of winning Super Bowls to give back to the community. Find out who it is next in sports.